if one person trips and lands on the other, you don't want to be a bunch of dominoes. You got to agree in advance. So you're going to stay out of each other's way, or you're going to try to catch each other. Wow, I'm going to pan down here. Look at that. Holy cow. It's like a 15-foot drop over here on the left. So even though I'm standing on ground that's mostly flat, doesn't mean there aren't hidden dangers 2 feet in front of me. But the good news is I don't have to go that way. Like I said, most of this cave, by cave standards, it's not that bad. It would be a good beginner's cave if they put in a better ladder instead of stairs back by the entrance. But they don't want to do that. Being wild and crazy is what makes it fun and limits the number of people here who don't know what they're doing. You don't want to make it easier for people to get themselves lost or stuck in a hard cave. And yeah, a beginner, this cave's too hard for beginners. Besides the entrance, you know, that one rock pile I had to navigate through. It's almost like a small maze. Let's see how the lighting is doing, make sure my camera. This camera battery is almost dead. So I think when this camera battery dies, I might switch flashlights too. It's actually been a somewhat dry winter. It would be neat to come when it's really, really wet. See all the, I mean, like if you see the way the sand is higher to the right than the left, I'm not 100% sure. I think this might be basically like a creek at high enough water level, hence the name Lake Cave. I don't know what the record is for how deep the water back here has ever been. The people I know who came back here a couple weeks ago, it was like knee deep. So it's kind of generous calling it a lake. But you know what? It's a lot deeper than a puddle. So if they want to call it a lake, I'm calling it a lake. Hey, check it out. There's another hole in the cave. Man, this cave's full of holes. I don't even know. Could this have been a tree cast? Doesn't look like a tree cast. It's in a textured like bark. Kind of strange location. It's kind of far underground for a tree cast too. So yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on right here. It's like that phrase, you tell me I only work here. I don't even work here. I know nothing. So the good news is I have plenty of battery life for my GoPro, but the bad news is I only have 5 flashlight batteries with me. Thought that'd be enough. Hopefully it'll be enough. Worst case scenario, I'll go back to my car for, oh wow, somebody might have a pile of rocks here. I prefer people to leave it natural, but you know, that's not really damage. But you know, on one hand, yeah, I guess it'd be kind of cool to turn this thing into an art project. Oops, not again. My stupid gimbal. See, I pushed the button once and it acts like I pressed it more than once. All right. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, so if it was an artificial cave, I would say, yeah, make an art project, make it super beautiful, like an Avatar or something. But since it's natural, I really prefer people leave it as natural as possible. But you have to realize, even by walking on the sand, I'm leaving footprints in the sand. Zero trace isn't ideal. Look at all this red rock. I'm pretty sure that's what was there before the lava flow that made this tube, this lava tube. The reason this cave is so long and skinny is because basically there was a creek bed here, a canyon. So the lava flowed through the canyon. It's kind of cool. See if I can pan. Oh yeah, I remember this. Man, it's been so long since I've been to this cave. But the rocks here, remember, are gray. It's covered with that red rock that's been falling down from the side over here. Let me go to the right so you can see wider to the left. See, up to about 15 feet high on the ceiling, the wall. So about halfway, 1/3 of the way up on the wall. The tube is actually peeled away. The tube lining has peeled away, revealing the rock from before. which is red because it had more iron composition. Iron oxides, ferric oxide or ferrous oxide or whatever. I don't really have a way to analyze this stuff except for the color. But there's gray adding out because there's no more, the lining is intact. The lava tube is intact, which is also why the, what's it called? The floor is flatter ahead. Back here, there's all these breakdown rocks in the way. If you think about it, where the wall here is missing, that's exactly where these rocks in the middle came from. These rocks were the wall of the cave and they fell in. All right, my flashlight is dying, so I'm gonna pause the video so I can switch flashlights. Hang on a second.